Here we go.
And I think we're live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live. Hey guys, it's me, Touch Berlin, and my guest.
Hey guys.
What's up, guys? It's me, John Avenger. This is my first podcast with you guys in my new room because I just relocated from the basement. We're doing a podcast for a spoiler podcast. There are going to be spoilers here. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, go see it and then watch us. Of Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part
1.
Hopefully part 2 doesn't get delayed another year because I don't need another delay. This is a book with the last movie, Fallout, which I still think is the better film because it was shorter. This one I think was way too long, but we'll get to that. Yeah. So that's all. That's my intro. Go ahead.
Yep. And I'm going to my good friend Sean. Sean, right there. Yoo-hoo.
Well, Sean is. I think he's out, but not just Tech can go there. Naji Tech.
Yeah, Naji.
Hey guys, it's me, Naji Tech Pro. Or
Hello, all there, people.
There you go. Okay.
Hey, John. Yep. And at the YouTuber out there, and a good friend who got to find a nip back. I was hoping to get George to join us, but he did not want to see the movie.
No, he doesn't. He stopped caring after Fallout for some reason.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so something.
John, damn it.
Okay.
Hey, Naji.
Hey guys, it's me, Naji Tech Pro or Naji Wilkerson. I am here today for TBS live stream for Mission Impossible Reckoning Part 1. That's always out in theaters. You haven't seen it yet. Like I said, I haven't seen the film yet, so I understand I probably missed the part of you guys talking about this, but I'll probably listen or probably not. I don't know. But hope you guys enjoy the stream and also subscribe to Naji Tech Pro. I do a lot of videos talk about this stuff like TBS and other fun. So get hyped.
Yep. And we should probably get started. I mean, the edition was just 720, but I got sidetracked. We got over there, so yeah, my fault.
Okay.
Anyway, no, yeah. So let's get this part. What's the bigger plot of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1? Oh, this sounds it. Hey, Josh. Yep. Everything, Joshua. Right. Just say hi. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We started 2 minutes ago, so yeah. And yeah, the plot starts. It doesn't start like a normal film. It starts like The Hunt for the Red October with the Russians in the beginning and the bombing. Yeah, it's intense. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, it was intense because this got better get insane because like when they talking over the AI stuff.
Yeah, it was probably going to be a virus, but they said no because the pandemic. So they made it a global AI that can see everything. I was like, okay, that's something different.
It's fresh, and I did think I do love it. I didn't find him to go to AI technology, but you know what? This franchise has been going on since the 90s. So why not for the artificial intelligence? Explain with AI being a huge factor today study. Which that freaked me out because what? This AI is self-replicating and went rogue. Like, holy shit, that's insane and very intense. And when the Russians find out the truth, it's too late.
Yeah, they get up.
That was very smart.
I think it's based on a true story. Is it based on a true story? Wait, could be the government's trying to do it now.
No.
Just ask.
But it's a very intense opening.
The opening is long. It's like 20 minutes. It's almost 20 minutes.
I don't know that long.
So after that, you get to the people talking in the room, about Ethan.
Yeah. Well, before we get there, the Russian after they tried to shoot another sub, trying to tell you, but no, it's not another sub. It's not the entity itself.
Yeah, it's not really there. It's an illusion.
Yeah, illusion. But they destroyed their own sub, which sure that's dark and messed up. But we do find a plot point. They had the two keys with the two Russian soldiers had. Without the key would survive because they got death. But anyway, we try as you kind of do the Ethan because we do see the whole meeting between all these soldiers and we got to return an old character. Oh yeah, Sean, you know the Dead Reckoning in part 1. We had to return the main guy from Mission Impossible 1.
Yeah, Henry Czerny.
Yeah, I heard he came back.
Yep, he came out in this movie. It's pretty awesome.
It was almost 30 years ago since the first one.
I never thought we would bring this character back. I thought he was pretty dead in the first film.
Mhm.
Just not. And that's pretty cool to see him come back. But again, the U.S. government, the CIA wanted to figure out how the AI went rogue, and they want to control it.
Mhm.
But then you have the other guy walking into the doing literally, he opened his briefcase, and he put all these bombs out there with gas, and it's pretty cool. And it's even pretty awesome. Like, I understand you're upset. It's pretty cool. I remember badass.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And it's kind of like the first movie. You know, I did when they talking to her.
There's some similarities from the first movie here. Like
Yeah.
the last scene with the train is like the first
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yep. In fact, it's a big man, John. This movie is actually a sequel, not just to these movies, generally, but it's also a sequel, actually, not to the fall, but not the Spirit series, the first movie.
This is crazy. Why do two people are no.
Yeah. All of these connect except for the second one. That's still the worst, I think.
Yeah.
Because this one is long. Even though this one was really long, there's a lot of action to make up for it.
Yeah, we did
Two
two.
was just
Two was a train wreck because
Yeah, it was dull.
I get what they're trying to do too. Two were trying to be at the kind of like a John movie, but trying to come out with a espionage movie, which wasn't a bad idea in concept. Actually, what it was just a mess and just what the hell are they doing? It is stupid. Oh, Sean, what's your opinion on Mission Impossible 2 or in the franchise? John? You.
I'm.
Yeah, he has some Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah, probably.
Damn it. Stupid technology.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's not you. It's actually, it's on weapon, not William. But anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, when even after coming at the other guy in my middle one, you explain that I understand you're upset. Is that you said you don't you're upset. I don't know why. But oh, Sean, what's the Mr. Potter at the end of the movie? Especially you're trying at the guy Mr. Potter 1. John? You. Crap.
Yeah, it's his
Okay. Yeah. Well, and Louis. Oh yeah. Yeah. We should probably talk about the whole speed when Ethan talked to the his superior.
Mm-hmm.
Like you explain it. The guy moved on transport. John.
What happened? No, he talks to this guy with a bag, and they speak a little bit, and then there's a scene in the airport where the guys are there, Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg, and then they have to meet this person. They're trying to find this person that from Ethan's past at the airport. He says he sees him, and then he just disappears because of the entity, and then we meet the thief of the movie, the one that has the key.
We actually love it too.
That's when the movie started. Well, actually, you forgot the scene in the desert with Ilsa.
Oh yeah, with Elsa.
That was a good scene. When they're outside of Yemen, and then they're shooting, and she has an eye patch, and then they fake her death. It's like you got to pretend to die and don't come back, and she disappears for a while. Then you get to the airport scene. Yeah, I'm trying to remember it. It's a lot to process. It's a long movie.
Yeah, a lot to process. Indeed.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to remember everything of the life, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, I have the tablet right here. I could read some of the plot.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have it right here, so I don't have to remember everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Sean, I know you haven't seen the movie yet, but apparently this movie does bring back a character from Mission 1. I was wondering what's the opinion of this movie you ever seen? Entire franchise, especially with the daughter with the
Here it is. I'll just read the Wikipedia page.
Okay, John.
Honestly, I don't mind them bringing back the guy from the first movie. It's a
fine.
Way to connect the series together.
Yeah. Surprised to see Sean here. Well, he's having.
TV, I put your KP music. I eat dinner
Yeah,
and
let me see what movie I'm
all
up
right.
to. That's the DNI
Okay.
called the Entity.
Be-
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, they go to Luther, Benji, and Ethan. They go to Abu Dhabi International Airport to intercept the holder of the other half of the key. Yeah, Ethan
Yeah, the
evades
actor they go low. They go low.
as well as
Right.
Gabriel. That's the guy from his past who they just pretty much pulled out of that hat because Jesse Morales, he's the main villain here, and he has a history with Ethan. Like he killed a woman in the beginning, and I don't know who that woman was because they gave her no backstory. She's just a woman that Ethan knew from his past, and he's after the key too.
Yeah.
Ethan Evazia, and then see Liaison with ties to his pre IMF Bass days. So before he was in the IMF, before losing the half of the professional thief Grace, who, yes, that's my biggest problem with this movie. That's why Josh was not a fan of this movie for when it was announced. That Rebecca Ferguson kind of gets sidelined here for this new girl who I didn't care for. That's one of my biggest issues with the film.
Oh yeah, hey Alex, the PK, who actually in the middle too.
I know that she was busy doing Silo and Dune Part 2, if that's going to come out. But, you know, having like the substitute Ilsa just didn't do it for me. I was like, this girl, I don't like this actress from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and she made the movie too long. Like, if you cut her out, it would not make much of a difference. You could have given the thief, could have been.
I think she's fun. I think she's awesome.
Because if you gave this to like Vanessa Kirby, would have been the same thing because she's barely in the movie either. And let me see. Then there's the chase scene in the airport, and there's a bomb, even though it's fake. They find a nuke in one of the bags, and Benji has to solve the puzzle. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. But the airport scene's pretty good. Not as good as Civil War, but then you have to chase in Venice with the cars. That's a great scene. Yeah. They're chasing through the cars, huh?
Yeah. But again, they were kind of going to probably be better. But again, when Ethan and Ufa and Benny to go rogue because their plan is to destroy the entity, while the rest of the government want to control it. Because you moron, you can't control an AI. The AI is so lovely.
They always turn on you. Did you see Terminator?
Yeah, you see Terminator, or you see Skynet, or the Matrix. Every AI goes rogue in fiction, especially in reality with AI, because like I hate AI. AI scares me a lot because I don't want to go to a dark future.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I'm on Ethan's side, because it must be destroyed.
So yeah, we get to the scene in Venice where they're chasing. You know, they go down the stairs and they get stuck in a alley. They go into that yellow car that drives itself. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's so cool. That's hilarious. Anyway, they go to the sports car, but nope. Yeah, it's hilarious. I love that moment.
They get handcuffed to the car and then they get stuck in the train. Yeah, the first train of the movie, not the train at the end.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like,
and they have to have some humor in the movie to lighten up the film because it's so serious in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had some moments of laughter. I laughed a couple of times.
Like, I love the family comedy and I think it's serious because in a way, this movie actually they were comedy and serious. It brings it both.
Yeah, they had some comedic things, not too much. They didn't overdo it. Like sometimes they do with Marvel.
Not overkill like the Marvel movies do. Again, nothing Marvel, but if I have one more Marvel, they keep over with humor. Like, look, I get you guys, I get humor, but honestly, there's some moments that need to be serious and need to stay straight. Doing humor all the time killed your movie, except with the point is. The only thing that working at it without them evil, Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
That's it. And Spidey. Spidey well. I kind of know Spidey well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But anyway, we should talk about the whole of the AI stuff, the entity, because sure the thing is wrong with Creepy and it might messed up. He tripped, even tripped basically some of other athlete cast, and it's very freaky out at the man Bendy's voice. But what the thing I think meant to communicate now Like that's my scary and messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you can't shoot it. You can at the kill, well you can kill it, but you know what? It can use the keys, and this thing actually is almost stronger actually than with the people fought. Which, from my point, why AI actually is evil. Shotgun.
Yep.
But anyways, as for the everything at the you see this bomb, it's like nuclear bomb, but it's empty. It's empty. Which that was the question: is that nuclear bomb at the like a real nuclear bomb or was it fake?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm wondering. Then we get it's about the main villain. Well, main villain because the AI and then they added the human villain.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel. Which the one good thing I have is Gabriel as a villain, I don't really have to care. Okay, I think he's a villain, but he's not strong at the villain from these.
Yeah, it's not as strong as Cavill or but Solomon Lane's voice is weird. Like, at least that's Morales. Only have an accent or a weird voice like this. Yeah, it's something different. But we'll see what happens in the last film if it gets released. Because nowadays we don't know.
We're gonna movie had to get delayed. Well, John, what do you mean on the AI stuff? John? Yoo-hoo. Can you speak?
Hello.
Well, yeah. What do you mean on the whole the main villain, the entity?
I haven't really seen the movie, so I can't really tell you.
Oh.
See, but you're supposed to see the film before you do this podcast.
What's
At least
up?
Know what's going on. Hey, who's that? Blaze, Just Blaze.
Yeah. Jay.
Hey, what's up, man? Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So what's up? I'm John. This is a spoiler podcast. So if you haven't seen the movie, Sean, why are you here? I'm just saying. At least see the film first and then come back to us and watch it, because you're not going to know what we're talking about.
We're up to
Dead Reckoning. We're up to the part with the airport when they find the bomb. Well, the supposed bomb that when they have to defuse the bomb.
Yep. Yeah. I went ahead and seen the movie, but I will say this: can Tom Cruise save Hollywood again? That's the real question in all of this.
Yep, I mean, he can. Because this movie made a lot of bank. It made
the film's doing well. It's already halfway through its budget, so I think by next week,
180 million.
The second weekend's going to be the real indicator.
But, because of Oppenheimer and Barbie, but it's still going to be well.
The lifestyle right now, I don't know what they do. Well, I think
going to come out. They'll probably get like a small release. They're not going to be as mainstream as the last 4 months. But the film has a lot of great action in it. It's a fast pace. Well, after the opening. Because the opening's really long.
The only idea to do something with the intelligent entity, the AI.
Yeah.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm here. But I just had to turn my webcam off for a second. But
that's fine.
To me,
I can hear you.
Mission Impossible. Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, continue.
Okay, Mission Impossible to me is a franchise. It's solid for what it is, but I feel like at this point, this is if I do not see this continuing after part 2. After part 2, just bookend it here, and we can move on.
If Tom Cruise wants to make this movie, I should go for it.
Yeah, it's just 2 was so boring. I couldn't get into it. I rewatched it a few months ago. I was just so bored. 3 at least had some action and it was shorter.
Yeah.
And
3 was fine, but I think 3 was a
little bit rushed, but at least they made up for it in the next couple films.
Yeah. Because anyway, I think with Good Protocol with the King, I think that part of the friend, I think
that's when it got to new heights. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. Rogue Nation, I think the Great Secret of Good Protocol, and then Fallout.
It's still the best one I've seen in the last 10 years. It's one of the best action movies that has been released pre-pandemic. because it's not a superhero movie, and it was very successful. It was very popular, and it had this epic scale. This one has that with the action, especially the mountain scene at the end.
Yeah,
But the middle just dragged a little bit, especially with Grace, that they have to focus on her, that she's a thief and she's wanted in other countries. She stole all these passports that, they're like, oh, you stole this and you did all this. I'm like, then who are you? Exactly. We don't know.
I feel like in Reckoning Part 2, she's going to take most of the spotlight, or at least more of the story's going to.
I don't know. I think they should kill her off. I really I would love it if Gabriel just like at the end is like, oh, you think she's gonna, you want her? Come and get her, and then they fight at the end. That's what I want to see, because this is still Tom Cruise's franchise. Remember that, guys. No one could replace him. Nobody, not a girl around in this entire world can fill Ethan Hunt's shoes. Not one, or any guys. They tried. They thought Renner was gonna do it. No, he left. They thought John Rhys Meyers was gonna do it. He left. Alec Baldwin, what happened to him? Cavill was a villain, so they killed him off. Also, now she got sidelined here, but she has her own identity at least. So that is his story. It starts with Ethan and ends with him.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back. Hey guys.
Okay, good. Let's hear your thoughts.
Mr. Man?
Yeah.
I've watched the phobia, so to be I want the program. Sorry for intruding. So Hey Jay, what's up?
Jay, no.
He's still AFK. So
Jay,
hello, Jay.
Hello,
Jay.
It's not part of his guy. If you want to ask him, I hope you accept. Yeah, John, you should join the one.
If there's another spoiler, if people are not scared of me, I would believe it accepted in. If you see the movie first, because I didn't do one for Spider-Verse, because I'm gonna wait till it's on streaming.
I love that movie. That movie, mate. Oh, Jay.
They're like, oh, that's the greatest summer movie. I'm like, yeah, but it didn't make $1 billion yet.
Here's the thing. It didn't even $1 billion. It made bank, baby. It beat indie. It beat video movies that came out this year.
The Flash, it beat what was the other one? Teenage Kraken, Little Mermaid. It beat a lot of films. It
did. And I was so happy.
This one's the one that's going to turn everything around, because it's the only non-superhero action movie coming out until Blue Beetle. So.
Okay, continue.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. But I was just saying how a lot of these films, at least these past couple of months, have been mediocre, mid, or just bad.
And too long. This included. Why does every movie have to be 2.5 hours? What happened to
budget?
Mission Impossible was 1 hour and 50 minutes, not 2.5 hours. They didn't start getting long until like 4.
Because of the MCU trend, we got to do right at 2 hours, and we got to do 2.5, and we got to do 2:45. Sometimes
it's just an overkill.
Yeah, it's too long. The Batman, the Snyder Cut. A lot of these movies are way too long.
The Batman was Batman. Yeah.
Okay. Batman was great. I did a podcast on that a month ago or 2 months ago, and it's fantastic. But there's scenes that could have been trimmed.
Agreed. Say what you will about the Batman. What's up, Braddock? But say what you will about the Batman, but it was atrocious. The pacing was atrocious in that film.
Yeah, it was in the middle, especially when they go to the Penguin Lounge like 4 times. I was like, come on, just do it once. It's not an action movie. It's more of a crime drama like The Dark Knight, but it could have been shorter. I think 2 hours and 10 minutes would have been fine. Instead of 2:20, 2:30, 2:40, 2:50, 3 hours like Oppenheimer. That's going to do poorly because of that. Movies are just too long. They need to be shorter.
Well, it's the atom bomb history of it, right?
Pretty much.
That's all it is. It's a historical drama about the H bomb. They're gonna talk about it and see it blow up, and that's it. Nothing interesting.
Oppenheimer is basically about history, and history about the atomic bomb.
Material.
That movie doesn't need to be that long because it's actually historically accurate.
Yeah, but even then, material-wise, you can cram that out in like 1.5 hours.
True.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, you don't need 3 hours. Nolan is just, ever since Tenet, he's like, oh, I can't make a movie good under 2 hours. I got to add another hour of filler. And I'm like, really,
Yep.
Nolan? Come on.
No,
Last time you did something
No, you
long that
don't.
was epic was Interstellar. That, I get why it was almost 3 hours. It was beautiful to look at. And I love the visuals. And I love the cast.
Yeah.
But I didn't see Dunkirk. I didn't see Tenet because I heard it was pretentious. And I'm not seeing
No,
Oppenheimer.
you don't even have to go. You don't have to go at the
You can go, Josh. Yeah, it's fine.
you want. If you want.
Tenet is decent if you can get through it. Now the pacing is
Yeah, I
atrocious.
will, but at home. I'm not going to see it in the theater.
Yeah.
They're re-releasing it.
Tenet. Yeah, well, Tenet actually did times out really confusing.
Yeah, exactly. Time inversion, and I'm like, what is that? This didn't do that. This movie does not do time travel or messing with the space-time continuum or any of that. They kept it grounded. There's an AI. It's not like controlling time like they did in Dial of Destiny, where they go back to BC, Italy or something like that. Yeah, that was weird.
Well, yeah, to the anime.
They can
Not
travel
real
through
much,
time,
but
like the time stone from Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, that's weird.
Well, to be fair, Indiana Jones did that for years. The first movie that was acting with the Crusade, I think. No, shit.
Wait, is the arc?
Yeah, we also I fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, wait,
Also acting with demons, technically speaking. Second video with Voodoo.
Tembo do
Third movie acting with the
West Crusade.
The Grail,
the Grail. Yeah, so that
Grail.
makes sense.
aliens, and the skull, crystal skull,
Yep.
and now we get a dial.
Yep. Now time though. We only go one way. Like you got the calculation wrong. That's what it is. But and also, I think any father acting with an okay movie. I think okay finale.
I didn't hate it. I had some
But
fun.
not
It's
the
just
worst.
a girl that
I
took
don't,
me
I
out.
don't know why the people.
It
say
gave me
that.
sequel trilogy vibes. I was able to get through it. It was deep.
Yeah, but again,
Yeah.
you can blame Kathleen
But you
Kennedy
could-
for that and
you
for interfering again.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tivia.
Okay, Najee, okay, allow me. The best way you could
Yeah.
break this down is that in 2015, 2016, and Ghostbusters 2016 will confirm this for me, for better or for worse. This
Yeah.
was around the time where you had a real upsurge, at least on social media, of certain
Yeah,
trends.
don't
And they
mind
wanted to
me.
placate on those trends, even at the cost of your established audience.
And
Yeah.
the kind of story.
Still going on today.
To an extent,
worry.
but
To an extent.
there was no, and I get what they were trying to do, trying to remove the Skywalkers from being the main focal point, and you can have other characters take the spotlight: Kenobi, Maul, Grievous.
Yeah, Dog
There are ways-
Levin. Dog
There are
Levin.
ways to go about it, but you didn't have enough. But since you removed Legends material from canon,
Which
you were
is a
essentially
bad
starting from the
idea.
ground up.
Exactly. That was a bad idea, yeah.
Like, get rid of some Legend stuff, fine. You want to add some secret stuff in order to make a story, fine. I'm fine. But getting rid of all of it? That is a terrible idea, but you're going to show great material and throw it away for crap.
The only way I could see this being such an overhaul being justified is maybe Starkiller, because Starkiller is so overpowered. in the
Even though I
first
like it, and Stargate is awesome, I like the story, but that is me.
But and now we're at a point to where Ahsoka is pretty much taking over the Thrawn trilogy, and I have nothing against Ahsoka, but that is
Same.
Luke's
I like Ahsoka
story.
too.
For all intents and purposes, that was Luke's story by Tiffany Zahn. That
Yep.
was Luke's story, and you're giving
That's
it to
the
Ahsoka.
secret we should have gone. We should have done that story. Why the fuck did we not get that? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Because Disney's
Oh.
dumb, that's why. But anyway,
Yeah, that
back
too.
to the
Anyway,
topic.
we'll way off topic.
Yeah, back
here
to the
for
topic at
heroes.
hand.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Let's see. We were up to the
Yeah.
train scene where they get caught, they get handcuffed, and then Ethan escapes the train. This girl disappears. They go
Yeah.
to the Orient Express. That's where they meet Alana from the last movie, The White Widow, who I didn't care about either because she does nothing here.
I think it's great because we have to interview the main villain.
Trace of the entity and in the hard drive that they find on the train. Gabriel kills the engineer and the fireman. That again, great scene. You know the action sequences. None of them are bad here.
I can see it's so bad and awesome. That's
Yeah,
something,
destroys
you
the
know.
throttle and brake. Yeah, that's the first train scene because there's another train scene later at the end.
Yeah, but and we're going to have to way too fast. But basically, even as he does meet actually with Gabriel, well, talked about Gabriel basically about his past, but then Gabriel and the past killed at the his girl, but it wasn't his wife, it was a different girl. I get confused about that. Wait, what? Who's this lady? Why's she getting?
I don't know. They just again, it's convoluted a little bit, but it is what it is because he married Michelle Monaghan in the third one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the Spanish girl that I've never seen before that they don't even give her dialogue or anything?
She might have gotten a cameo in 2, if I remember.
I don't remember that.
No. And two was a Phoebe, a different character. 3, she got married, and 4, you do get mentioned in this movie. Julia. She reappeared in Fallout.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And she got the hell out of it with the bomb.
Yeah. So it says Dellinger explains that the complete key unlocks the chamber housing the computer of Sevastopol, a Russian sub that's the beginning of the movie. And after an early version of the entity infected the system with the task of sabotaging the submarine stealth. But instead tricked the Sevastopol into destroying itself by launching torpedoes against itself. So it tricked itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And after they went rogue, and the AI now used the world after E-Man team to stop the AI from destroying the world.
Yeah.
Which I have a question. Why did anything need a human at the component to defeat a Like then can it do it itself?
You can blame Terminator for that. Terminator logic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
those plots were convoluted since the first one. We forgot to mention Paris.
Paris. We forgot about that.
Yeah. The assassin that goes after Ethan a lot in the movies.
Yeah. Fun fact, she's awesome
from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and 3 and Infinity War and Endgame. She's beautiful. I love to see her here.
Yeah.
And she has
she's awesome. She's such a great villain.
Intense. She's pretty intense. Her I liked. She's intense and doesn't have to say much.
One at a time, gentlemen.
The Asian girl, the Asian blonde French chick from Guardians of the Galaxy that goes after Ethan throughout most of the film, in the chase scene in Venice, and then the train scene later, and she's always intense, and she even talks to her about what does the key hold or whatever at the end, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that, but. She's such a great villain. I love her. Even though
she was like the assassin in 4, the blonde chick. Leah Sadal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But both her and the assassin are both great. Even though one of them, I think, a building, that's insane. But this one, I think she survives. Maybe.
Yeah, she does. Because it says she's in the second part, so that's why I didn't take the.
Yeah.
Except for Carrie Elwes near the end in the third act, because Gabriel slices his throat. I'm like, then what was the point of that character? He's in 3 or 4 scenes in the movie, and then just he gets cut in the throat, and you don't see him again.
Yeah.
Also, you had Shea Wigham, Jasper Briggs, an enforcer for the community tasked with hunting Ethan, the guy that hunts Ethan now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people after him. So in the last part of the movie, I hope it's not too much of that. Like we saw the chases already. Now we got to get to the end point, the end game, if you will.
Yeah.
You have Zola he came back. Yeah, he's Alana's brother. He was in the last movie, Fallout, with the mustache.
Yeah, I completely forgot about her brother. I completely forgot about him.
Yeah, I forgot that wasn't her brother. I thought he was just a regular dude.
Oh yeah, like a henchman. My bad. I got it mixed up. Mm-hmm. But speaking of returning to my fall, we did go into John Lark, aka the communicator.
Mm-hmm.
I love this movie actually all 3 movies, and it's kind of a chain at the story because when you look at the development there, because let's face it, these 13 movies between 1, 2, and 3 were not connected at all. They were barely connected.
Yeah, I know.
The one movie is Ghost Protocol and 3. That you can go to 3 and it's 4, 5, and 6. And watch 1, then 3, then 4, 5, and 6. Skip 2.
Yeah, 2 is still the most boring. This one at least had action in it.
2 isn't bad. It's just a drag to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so slow.
Mm-hmm.
I love John Woo. John Woo's a great director, but let's face that.
It's just
Especially one
yeah.
and two is just so boring. Like, it has cool action scenes, but honestly, it's not that interesting. I get the idea, but no virus I don't think it's an idea. I kind of like that plot.
I'm probably going to get some heat for this, but I'll say it. Nolan has fallen off as a director in his old age.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
His movies are too long now. That
Yeah.
he's doing like boring dramas instead of something interesting like sci-fi or action or even like a thriller or something interesting. Not a movie about a bomb. Who's going to want to see that? People want to see action. They want to get away from their troubles, not see something, preach to them or bore them. And you give them an object lesson or, a history lesson. We could read a book for that. Why do we need to see that in the theater? This at least is entertaining, despite how long it is.
I'd argue Oppenheimer would have worked better as a docuseries than a movie.
Yeah, on Netflix or something, or Max or Paramount Plus, not in the theater.
Yep.
With a bunch of highly paid overrated actors, and that they're getting paid, yet the writers are not. That doesn't make any sense.
Which again, the actors are going striking now, so we all know.
Yeah, they all have to suffer for it. But I'm like, no, hey, I still got a lot of stuff to see on streaming. This will be on streaming really soon. Support movies like this, guys.
Yeah.
Because
like, support this movie. We need these movies to succeed. Yeah, because we need movies to succeed. This movie must succeed because I don't want to fail. Because if we fail, then we're fucked. The summer and I just been a complete mess.
Because this summer, a lot of films that just did not hit the mark. They didn't even make a $500 million worldwide. It's sad because people are just tired of seeing the same thing all the time.
Yeah, even if going through is good, I love going through.
Scenes that look like a cutscene from a video game. No, that's on the end of this movie. The end train scene looks like Uncharted 2. That's awesome. Uncharted 2, where Nathan Drake is like falling from a plane or something, and he's holding on. Yeah, it reminded me of that.
Yeah, like the only good movie I saw this summer, Cross Fiber, that's the movie of the year. That's the number one for me. Guardians 2, too long. I love Guardians. Flash was a dud.
Well, my man was terrible.
Teenage Kraken, I didn't even see that. Asteroid City, I can wait to.
Well,
Fast X, no.
Fast X, I watched a movie. I wouldn't do it. Why did I watch it on
Barbie, no thanks. I'm not gay.
What?
Spider-Verse, I could wait till it's on streaming.
Wait, what?
That dog movie Strays, that looks dumb. Meg 2, I do want to see because it's a monster movie. I want to see that.
Someone said about Barbie. What's
if it
going
comes
on
out.
here?
That's something I'm saying.
Barbie has. Okay. I'm gonna have to be the voice of reason here. I will.
Okay.
All these movies do have devil advocacies.
Yeah.
Each one's have their own markets. They have their own demographics. Play into them. It's good. But when you try to please everyone, you
fail.
No one.
When you're trying to please,
why did be? I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be
BLM and also just SJWs. You try to please everybody. It doesn't work. That's why Disney failed this year. A lot before the writer's strike.
Oh my god!
It broke my heart. The guy did not do well because
it was fun. What the hell? Said it was. I mean, it was shorter than The Flash. It wasn't like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
Time, gentlemen.
Oh, sorry.
But I
also,
will say,
actually done better.
This is all I'm going to say about The Flash. This was a Hamada or previous regime film that was in development hell for 7 years, and they just crapped it out because, hey, we need something to kick off our reboot. Let's just throw this out there. We'll take the loss.
Yep. And the ending that we got from it was just stupid. Okay, I know our topic, but I need to get on my system. What the point of George Clooney cameo? That cameo no fucking sense. What? What the hell? I didn't want that. Oh, my brain.
Oh my god.
I think that ending was flat. That ending made me angry.
I want to tell you this, guys. The Flash gonna be doing NFTs now.
Oh, they're desperate to make Flash remotely commercially salvageable. They're desperate. No.
What's that? The Flash movie is turned into an NFT. You watch the film at the blockchain now with one of those services. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Why is it not an NFT? It's going to be a blockchain movie. One day we're going to hope finds it in the market of the tech industry.
Wow.
I told you, but I did want to hear this, guys, but you know,
What? How the fuck do you make this into a blockchain? I would think. Wait, what the fuck's about an MIT? What the hell is that?
that's no political tokens. That's no political tokens. You know, NFTs.
I don't know NFT. We gotta follow that tech. It's all a scam.
You ever know why?
Fuck.
Okay,
like,
for those
are you
who have-
guys this stupid? Fucking. Ugh.
Okay, for those who haven't seen the film, it's basically a guy with super speed was traumatized from the death of his mom. His dad was incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit, and Barry wants to go fix it, even though he doesn't fully understand the consequences. Now, the comics is a bit more complicated because Barry's a little older, a little wiser, and he's
with Flash.
and he's goaded into it by a nemesis of his called the Reverse Flash. But with the way the movie set it up, in the DCEU, Barry's kind of a fuck up.
Yep.
He pretty much is.
Yep. And he tried to do we said how I know it about when his mom with that put him in his face literally with enemy entire getting fucked. And with enemy getting destroyed again, which we actually due to the reset. But here's the thing though, in the comic, Flashpoint doing the plan was not supposed to be a reboot. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, but short bit. Flashpoint would be a Flash story. But then you get, fuck, I'm gonna do a reboot, baby, and do New 52. With
Basically, the Flashpoint
with a train wreck and failure.
Debatably, it did what it was supposed to do: hook new readers and boost sales. New 52 did what it was supposed to do. It just wasn't very well planned out, and it crashed and burned within the span of 5 years. But you are right that Flashpoint was originally supposed to be self-contained.
Yeah, and it's really the Pandora, which is the character on my acting last night. Which
I remember Pandora from Trinity War, but this was a bonus page from Justice League Origin that was kind of like that was added in the omnibus. Because if you read the original Flashpoint story, at least the version I read, the Pandora scene, it's not there.
The weapon I read, he had that scene. Weird. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Right? This character, ignore. She gets killed off anyway in the rebirth. Thank God for it. Because Pandora effing sucked. Which I know we'll way off topic, but frankly, I need to bring up her death because her death made me laugh.
It's all right, buddy. Just get it out of your system.
Like this death was so funny, made me laugh. Now put you are nothing but running cool monster. Damn, that ain't funny. And get you killed her. Yes. Just yes. Give up. Guys.
We're here. We're here, Tevye.
Dr. Mahan. Yep. From Watchmen. Same as in Rorschach. Like, this movie I did is funny. But let's face it, Pandora is a terrible character. Don't give a damn about. Myself included. Well, John, what's your opinion on Pandora?
Pandora, for what she was, basically, she's basically like an allegory for Pandora's box, like an artifact that should never be opened. Chaos ensues. It was just stage setting for Dr. Manhattan and Rebirth. That's really all Trinity War boiled down to. It's just the characters being aware that, post Flashpoint, these realities or timelines kind of merge together into one. It's basically making the heroes self-aware. That's really all Trinity War boils down to. But Yeah, Ethan goes through a lot in this movie.
Yeah, even go through a lot. Oh, John, I can't hear you. The headset's not working.
What it is. Let me just do that.
Okay.
You guys are loud.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Should've done this in-
Okay. Yeah, all parties. Yeah, like I said before, the Flash movie a bomb, and at this point, we can move on with that thing at the beginning of the movie. I had
Hear me now, guys?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
I
We
hear
can hear you.
you. We hear you. We hear you.
Yes, I want to keep it low.
Okay. Yeah. We got weird topic. Our party's way done. We're gonna end the streams. But as far as the whole Flash movie concerned, that movie a failure, and we can move on for anything on the future. But anyway, we should go back to this movie. Where were we?
What's up?
Oh yeah. Now I remember we were on the point. I think when they made the White Widow.
Yeah. That scene goes on a little bit too long. Because you have all these
Yeah,
people talking. And it looked like a scene from John Wick. It didn't feel like a Mission Impossible scene.
Not the John Wick. My man, but yeah,
It
James
looked like
Bond.
John Wick 3 or 4 with the candles. He was, Ethan's running and there's candles around and they're in a club just like in the last movie. And I'm like, yeah, the scene is too long. Let's cut this, please. The fight scenes are good, but like I said, when he's on screen.
Yep. I think I find it pretty awesome. It's very not just that. We also get introduced to even never seen still forget the name. It's hard to keep names right. Yeah, we get the even main villain, and we have to get into the entity, and the entity knew at the even gonna be there. Mm-hmm. And that's a very cool scene with the entity as a character the Eye of Sauron.
I would agree with you guys and say how Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning could have been trimmed down a lot. You cut out like 45 minutes of this film.
I hear a beep. I can hear you guys a lot better now.
Okay. But if you cut Dead Reckoning's final product by 45 minutes, the movie it's a lot better. It's
shorter. You don't need the extra 35 minutes. Like the extra 35 minutes are setting up this new girl who I don't care about. Then you have the other girl from the last movie I don't care about, White Widow. And then you have all these characters they just throw in there to fill time. Carrie Elwes, Rob Delaney, and Dina Varma. Why were they in the film? Just to die. That's it. Yep. They're there to just die.
That's awesome. That's a pretty cool.
Yeah. The beginning with the guys, it throws a bomb, they fall. Okay. But then with Carrie Elwes, wait till the end of the movie and Gabriel slices his neck and that's it. I'm like, wow, what a great character, huh?
The CIA director.
The scene in the train at the end when they're on the Orient Express and Cruise has to, of course, he's like, I'm not going to make it to the train. I got to jump. I got a motorcycle off the mountain, which they did.
It's so fast and awesome. So
that
cool.
wasn't just CG. They really did that scene. I saw making a featurette of it, and they did it.
Same. I saw it too.
It's insane. I felt it. Like people stood really quiet when he jumps off the mountain, and it was like free falling. It's like the scenes in Top Gun Maverick when they're flying. You feel it. It doesn't look fake.
Yeah, it's not CGI. Which
it's not.
I'm glad the product of that because I need to do a little rant for that because Hollywood. Stop using CGI for everything. I'm sorry.
Exactly. You don't need it for every single action scene, for every set piece, for every location, for every animal that's in the movie. You can't use real ones. What happened with using real effects and real locations like Dune? That has some CG, but when it's needed, and it's not for every shot. It looks like a cutscene from a PS5 game.
Right. Going did it correctly. I
still like the way it looked. It looked better than the Flash at the end.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm gonna be like Quantumania. Screw the haters in that one.
I didn't hate it. It was short. It wasn't 2.5 hours.
Yeah. But would you say CGI has become a crutch in terms of practical effects?
They're overusing it. That's why the budget's so big. This film has a big budget, but it's not. It doesn't look like a cutscene from a video game from a PS5 game. Like the last Avatar movie, where everything is CG. It doesn't even look real. It's just blue cats. You can really use real animals sometimes because they can be dangerous. Well, I'm not saying like a lion or something, guys, but dogs, cats, and even like a hippo or something. You can use real. You don't have to always put a CGI cartoon. It looks fake to me. It
The,
just
the,
does.
the only thing I can bring out there except then you can see that is sharks. Sharks.
Yeah,
is
sharks are
really-
fine, but I'm saying like domesticated animals, you can really use them. Horses,
Yeah,
they use
domesticated,
horses in
yeah.
this movie.
Be
They're real
practical about it.
horses. They're not
Be
CG
practical.
horses
Practical.
like in the Last Jedi. It's real. Hold on, I'll come
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
I feel like the best way. I know some old practical effect techniques may be a little outdated,
Much better.
but finding a common balance will improve your product a lot more than just taking the easy route or spending a lot more in your budget just for
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah, and it's been hurting every
That's
movie.
$30 million. That's $30 million and not that many money back.
Because it just feels generic. Because I'm just seeing the same thing
True.
essentially over again, just different models.
True.
Mhm.
Which, as far as that movie concerned, yeah, that was a failure. But honestly, we've been down over so many times, so honestly, I thought we were a fine movie at best, but anything. But anyway, I probably done opening. What want to talk about? Oh yeah.
No, I want to highlight. I want to highlight Epic-tastic Joshua's most recent comment. You can find a balance, but it depends on the type of movie you're trying to tell. Animatronic isn't really as relevant as it used to be. The best way to use animatronic is with Five Nights at Freddy movie. That's probably the best example you're going to get with animatronic.
Oh yeah, I forgot the movie come out. I forgot
Yeah.
about it.
Or creature features, certain creature features have that too.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Five Nights at Freddy. It's coming on Peacock and theaters. Which that does not sound good.
It's a double release basically. They did this a lot during COVID.
Yeah.
They did Halloween. They did Halloween at the recent Halloween movie, Halloween Kills. No, wait, shit.
Hell,
yeah,
Ends.
they did Halloween Kills and
Ends was
Halloween
the
Ends.
last one.
Yeah, which Halloween Ends is so disappointing. We did such a potential, but they got the ball. I'll give it this. The finale do end after the good ending because it ended the story. Thank God it ended, even though I know they're going to reboot it.
Mhm.
Why? Don't. Leave it alone.
Yeah, just
Let it be.
we had enough.
And speaking
Yeah,
of
right.
recent executive blunders, I'm just scrolling through social media right now, but Disney is panicking after the Snow White backlash.
What backlash? Casting again?
Now, again, I do not have an official source, so take this with a grain of salt.
It's
But
fine.
they're not officially casting little people as the Seven Dwarfs.
Just like in the last two films, Huntsman.
Well,
And,
Huntsman was
Mirror,
good.
Mirror.
Huntsman
We
was
got, like-
good. That different
Yeah, they
studio.
just they CGI big actors' faces on little people's bodies. They did the same thing in The Hobbit, I think. Yeah.
Which I'm fine with that because that makes sense. But here's the thing: Huntsman would not Disney. That was a different studio.
Yeah, I know, but it's the same story though.
Yeah, same story,
Similar
but a different approach. Wait, there were two Snow White movies. There was the Disney one, Mirror, and then the Huntsman one.
Snow and the
I
Huntsman.
got Huntsman Peters. I think I have a really okay movie. I didn't see the sequel. Yeah, COVID took a lot out of it, but it should be over now. Yep, I agree with that, Josh.
I hope so. This and the writer's strike, because I don't want movies delayed another year.
That and the actor strike, and actor strike.
Just the strikes in general, both of them,
I just hope
Yeah.
everyone gets a fair deal and we can get quality.
and we can move
content.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we stop focusing on AI because
Because a lot of this is just
AI not super good. It's a bad idea.
because a lot of this is just a mix of greed and clashing egos. That's really all this boils
Yeah.
down to.
Yeah.
And people with different agendas trying to put it in films instead of just letting the film speak for itself.
With that's another
Okay,
topic.
if you
in
have
general.
if you have something to talk about, if you want to garner a certain theme, do it in a nuanced way that's not in your face or obnoxious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have it
Like,
be
there's two
told
ways to do it. There's the
organically. You
small
don't
way,
have to agree
and
with
there's the
it.
dumb way.
You don't have to agree with it, but as long as something is told organically and it doesn't come across as preachy or over validated, okay,
Yeah.
I could see where that person's coming from. I may not be the biggest fan of it, but I could see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Hence the
You-
point why we have villains in conflict. You don't have villains just so you can feel bad for them. You have
No, I don't
villains
feel
so
bad
they
for
can be
Gabriel here.
assholes, but you give
Yeah.
them context as to why they're doing what they're doing so they don't come across as basic.
And but we've done some of that villain too many times, but no, fuck some of that villain. I want Billy to do the bad and so a scumbag. I wanted to man to kill. Two of
Yeah,
them
not have a
recommended
redemption story at the end. We don't need that.
Yeah, 3 villain recommended for this year. This year alone, not last year. But this villain, I think, this year was the best scumbag I would even to kill. The Higher Evolutionary, who was a great villain. I remember that.
Well, he just gave me a headache, Tabby. He screams too much. Even
Yeah,
Bowser
yeah.
is always better in Mario. They never make him an anti-hero.
Yeah, Mario was great with Bowser. He was fantastic. I caught the Spider-Verse. Fantastic. The Spot.
That's
Amazing.
the Spot. That's just
He
a
turned into a lot more serious threat. I won't spoil for you, but to say, holy shit, he turned a monster. And it's very awesome.
Yeah.
I would argue Miguel O'Hara was a more active villain than the Spot. Spot was just a CGI monstrosity they had to fight towards the end, but I would argue Miguel O'Hara was the real villain.
2099. Yeah.
Really, he's the villain? Oh, I was like, oh, great.
Well, not exactly. No, he's not a villain. He's more a antagonist.
Yeah.
But I love
That's
2099 costume. It's so cool at the. I love this character in comics and in the game, and I love seeing that in the anime. He looks amazing. But I love Miguel, and this movie Miguel. Yeah, he did it with the comedy. You know what? I'm fine with it. He's very cool. But I think it's amazing. Mm-hmm. But my point is saying, point in general, I feel like we need villains who are not sympathetic. We tried some of our villains before, it failed. I'm tired of some of our villains.
More than
I'm not against some of our villains, but I'm tired of some of our villains seeking redemption. We've done it too many times, like Hollywood or writers in general. Stop doing villains some of our villains being a scumbag.
I don't get
Better
that.
use Spider-Man comics. ASM.
No, it's weird. Tibia. Tibia, I may ask you this: how does Sony make these villain movies, but try to make them as not as villains?
It's not working. Even the 100's going to suck if it comes out. It's not going to be good. Morbius was terrible.
Yeah, more horrible.
I just worry about Man Web because that film.
I don't give a damn about that movie. That movie is a real failure. I know what we're off topic. I know where to talk about.
Yeah, but let's get to the third act because we're going to be here for 3 more hours, if not. But anyway, yeah. Ethan parachutes off the thing of the mountain.
Before we do that, I do want to talk to Corinne because
I don't even like the way he looks. Just sitting there, like Black Adam, which also failed, but at least it's better than this.
Black Adam was a fun movie.
Black Adam just got bad word of mouth. It's not bad.
That's why Shazam 2 also failed because it's connected to Black Adam.
But if Fury got a good movie, I don't get why. But this,
I don't get it either, man.
Why? Like, if this succeeds, I will be shocked because
I'm not going to see it. No, I don't care if it's R-rated. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is not going to work.
Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods was basically trying to make the Dominic Toretto and Fast and Furious into a superhero movie. That's basically what Shazam.
Yeah, they probably pretty much, except he's younger. Billy Batson is much younger than Dom.
Yeah, but that made sense. That's funny. This is unnecessary.
No, it's skippable. I'll just wait till Spider-Verse comes out on streaming.
Yeah,
it'll be a better experience.
Forget live action. You're beyond the Spider-Verse. What the? Beyond Spider-Verse is going to be a fantastic movie. It's amazing. But get live action. Focus on anime. Anime is amazing. Focus on this, and you'll be happy. But live action keeps failing you guys. Just focus on Beyond. This good. Shit. This good. This bad.
Yeah, exactly.
And also worry about the so that movie that's coming out, that's in development. Yes, that's still happening, but you know why the Marvel Comics had to release that book from Mary Jane. You know why?
I forgot that anyway. Yeah, you know, cool movie. Live action Mario. I'm cool with it. Yeah, I agree with that.
It's
just don't connect it to these villain movies.
It's mad. But I'm just gonna say this because of the comment. Shazam 2 went wrong, not with the family theme, but trying to make it a feud with the gods. If you really want to tell a Shazam movie, an actual Captain Marvel movie, Black Adam should be the villain.
Exactly.
Or at the very least, an
You step back
antagonist.
Three
in the
girls
first
felt
movie.
added on.
Yeah.
And if you really want to appease Rock's contract about not getting his ass kicked on camera, make the fight a draw or bring Superman in so they tag team him. But make
Yeah,
Black
like,
Adam
But
still.
DC screwed the pooch since the Snyder Cut came out.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Snyder Cut pretty much made it obvious that the old regime pretty much screwed the pooch.
The old regime fucking with that from
From the beginning since Man of Steel, yeah.
Yeah.
They were just trying to copy Marvel. Like literally,
Well,
Justice League
okay.
2017 is literally a ripoff of Avengers 1, point blank.
Yeah, I did Avengers 1, but much worse. She fucked that up. But you know what? We'll way off topic because we keep diverting in the movie all day.
Yeah, okay.
And we know about Jay Nakamura. Yeah, I don't want that about Jay Nakamura to be that term of Curtis. Yeah. Black Adam was going to then too, but the Rock didn't want to do it because he wanted DC for himself.
Well,
Oh
that's
yeah,
not-
because of that.
Because
Yeah,
your plan doesn't involve him. So anyway, the end, the
Anyways.
third act of this movie,
Yeah, the third act.
Marvel and DC thing. Anyway, yeah, Gabriel gets the key. Ethan overpowers Gabriel, but does not kill him because it said if you kill Gabriel, we won't know what's going
We won't
to.
have something the AI.
Yeah, Gabriel escapes the train. Yeah, he jumps off the train. So pretty good stunt.
Yeah.
Good great stunt work.
Yeah,
And this is
and
down to the bridge. Oh yeah, the bridge scene. That's awesome.
Yeah, the bridge scene. Well, before we get that done, we got we're gonna even at the go out to train, but Rebecca Ferguson Carter meet Atty with his superior, the main bad guy, but not the main first movie obviously, but the senator guy in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
She at the disguised her
What's his
as
name?
the White Whale. Pretty cool. And they make a deal.
Eugene Kittredge. Kittredge is
Kittredge.
the director of IMF and CIA, last seen in the first movie. Yeah, Kittredge, Eugene Kittredge.
Yep. She had to meet up with him, and I think they come with the deal.
Mm-hmm.
With the deal is in order that in order to her to escape the strike, take the deal at the even order. I think I don't know what the deal was. I don't remember because then before they went IMF and there was a choice. You go to jail,
prison, death, or you have to join us and just continue. You know.
Yeah. Oh. Also might not be dead because she's someone supposed to be dead in part 2. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah,
Elsa.
Elsa's death. They don't show the body. She gets stabbed by Gabriel, but they don't bury her and they don't show the body, so she could disappear. Yeah, they're just faking her death so that you can say, "Oh, she's not really dead. She's gonna be at the last movie." But anyway,
I hope she's not dead because that broke my heart. What? No.
Yeah.
No. That broke my heart to see her die. But it wouldn't even figure death again. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Long story short, Elsa, not Elsa, the people had to get the key from Gabriel. Well, not Gabriel.
Alana.
Alana.
Take her identity to try to get the key. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Gabriel blows up the bridge, which is a great effect, by the way.
Yeah.
Grace and Ethan.
After you go
they save the passengers on the train, like in Spider-Man 2.
It's so cool.
They're about to plunge on the broken bridge. They are saved by Paris, who, she saves them. The henchwoman.
After he got stabbed, she got stabbed by Gabriel.
But again, they don't show the body, so we don't know. Carrie Elwes, they showed him die. He got his throat slit, and he falls. There, you got to see the death.
Yep.
Paris informs Ethan of the Svetoopal before falling unconscious due to her injuries, but she's not dead. We didn't see the body. Yeah, Ethan flees the train, of course, because he's not going to die.
Yeah. Well, before that, we got to skip something. Even had to go to Gabriel, try to kill him. But then I know where I know where it is, and we have to you went at the train, literally, and then at the even Ethan,
That was great. Yeah, that's the only time he yells. It's not the old movie. He steals it. He gives him the lighter from the beginning. That was funny. Yeah. And then, they enforce Kibridge. She's showing the thing, blah, blah, blah. Ethan meets with Benji and they drive off with the key that Ethan pickpocketed during the fight at Gabriel. And they show the submarine at the end. Good luck, Ethan. Movie ends. There you go. No post-credit scene. You don't have to stay for the end. Yep. I think it's setting up something big for the last movie. Yep. I just hope that this, doesn't get pushed again because, we don't need another year or two to wait for this. I want it to come out next June and just get it over with. But anyway, the film, that's the Reckoning Part 1 in a nutshell. We might have missed a few details, but just go watch the movie for yourselves and say what we missed. Because this was fun. I'm glad we got to talk about this movie.
It's an awesome movie. Well,
I agree.
I'm sorry.
John Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Najee.
Go. We haven't heard from you.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen the film. Okay, I was Mr. Impossible franchise is different from James Bond, but it's I haven't seen the all I know about James Bond, but Mr. Impossible is something different with Paramount. So honestly, James Bond films is different also. So this new film, James Impossible film, is interesting to me because I never saw the other movie before, but no, this one is coming out. I might want to see this film before I see the last one because it get pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tom Cruise.
If you want my advice, I recommend you watch the Ghost Protocol. You can skip at the 3 or 1. Okay, watch 1.
One is good to see the IMF director Kittredge, so you know who he is. So you'll know where he came from.
I'll probably wait for entertaining, but I went to go on to see on terms.
When it's on streaming, Josh, when you can sit at home and watch it and not have to watch it on the big screen, because this is a long film. This is not an easy film. You have to sit and enjoy it. But the writing is strong in the movie, especially the dialogue is well written. There's no stupid jokes out of nowhere or a subplot that goes on too long. Yeah, there are some scenes that can trim, but it's intelligent. It's not a stupid movie.
It's not smart. The brain and know what it is. It's a great movie.
Like Peril scene, like from an Uncharted game. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, which is so cool.
Uncharted 2 scene where he's hanging for dear life. Yeah, in that plane scene, and I'm like, it reminded me.
Same. I love the movie. It's a great movie. It's a great Part 1. Right across Spider-Verse. Right at the Bad X did not count. Bad X was disappointing with them in time.
No, I didn't see it. I refused to. At this point. This is better because it's smarter.
They don't
have to add 45 new characters in the movie that come out of nowhere. Some characters died. They come back. Some characters they insert into the past movies just so that they can get the plot going. Here, they don't do that. Except for the flashback with Ethan's, nemesis in this movie, where he comes out of nowhere because we never saw Gabriel in the first film or the second one, the third one, etc. But for how far this has come, this is still better than Fast and the Furious is ever since Paul Walker passed because it's telling a story. It's not extending it too long.
Yeah, like the 5 to 8 friendship, and I think it was 7. 7 was my end.
It was a perfect send off, a warming, touching, send off for Paul Walker. They did it for him. He was there. Yeah. Once he was gone, they lost the heart of the whole franchise. Here, Tom Cruise has been in all of these films, and Big Brain. Simon Pegg was in most of them. Ilsa was in 3. Simon Pegg was in 3, halfway through 3, and then he did 4, 5, 6, and this one. So he been there. We've had these people for a long time.
I'm surprised that Tom Pick's still acting because with Ant-Man, that movie was with Tom Pick with Ant-Man. That's something.
Ant-Man was technically a cruise liner film. They just put on the big screen because they didn't have nothing else for Phase 4.
Yeah.
5.
Well, Phase 5. Phase 5.
4.
Wakanda Forever.
5. I think Wakanda Forever and No Way Home were the only good products of Phase 4, in all honesty.
Well, I like Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi was good.
I hated Eternals. That's still worse than this because I was bored.
Eternals was so disappointing.
Yeah, I hated it.
That's more of the Madness one.
Eternals was dragged out. One at a time, gentlemen. Eternals was just dragged out. Shang-Chi, I actually thought that was a Phase 5 film for a second.
No, it's 4.
It's 4.
But okay,
I
and
don't know. Mm-mm.
and the less said
Alright.
about She-Hulk, the better. But
Oh my
Phase
god,
Uh,
that was an abortion. Yeah, this was at least competently written.
This is coming.
They didn't have
Yeah.
better
I'm
jokes
just
or
okay.
working
Show
or
play at the end football with
CGI.
really fun. One night the show was Daredevil. Daredevil was fantastic. I love
Hopefully
it.
his show doesn't get pushed 10 years, Tevya.
Yeah,
Because
hopefully.
Peacemaker got pushed. And also, what was it?
Mandalorian.
Iron Heart and a bunch of other things got pushed. But anyway,
Well, Echo's coming all around.
Agatha Harkness is coming out next year. But I can wait. Like, if it's streaming, it's going to be in good hands. As long as they wrote it with a writer's strike.
Are you
Agreed.
sure about John, I'm going to ask you this. What's your thoughts on the licensing with IPs and stuff? Like, licenses with the IPs with if like let's say if we're licensed IP from Belgium, like no, I talk about the Tibia. I'm talking about the CinemaCon thing a couple years back.
Oh yeah, that. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know what's going on with it. That thing probably get dead. Because remember, just shutting the fucking everything up.
After Rise Airbender will be supposed to be coming out in 2024, 2025, whatever.
I have no idea.
more than likely, that film is in development limbo. More than
Which
likely.
one?
The Last Airbender.
Oh,
The-
this is
the-
on
The
Netflix.
anime version.
The anime movie.
Yeah, an animated movie and then a live action version on Netflix. I
On
saw.
Netflix, the death sentence. That thing's gonna be dead.
I'll wait. I'm gonna
What?
wait.
What?
Yeah, Joker 2. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, the writer's strike doesn't hurt that. Captain America, the next one, Godzilla X-Con versus X-Con. Yeah. What else? I know, and of course the sequel to this one, which hopefully will not.
Wait,
Uh,
Superman Legacy come out in 2025 or 2026?
Yeah, 2025.
Yeah.
And he cast the two leads. So I'm very, very excited for. Hopefully they keep them. Yeah, there's still some hope. At the end of this year, we still got Doom Part 2 hopefully coming out.
I can't wait to make it. We got new Simon. We got the Creator, which is actually a AI. But here to me right now, but now I have to go with AI. It's a lot more complex. I think. I don't remember. I'm not sure if it was into me, but honestly, I don't feel I've seen feature. I mean, it's in feature. I don't know. I probably like to me if I probably check out. I think, shot.
So Tibia, I want to see something. You have a screen. You have your computer on, right?
Yeah.
Because I want to see something because there's this property that I love. But business licenses of the property and also to make it very with Nickelodeon with the new film for 2025. And here's the thing about this. I'm psyched. I'm like I said, like it or not, I am a huge fan of Belgium and the Smurfs franchise from Belgium. So
that. Yeah.
Because I'm a huge fan of Belgium for the Smurfs, like Jay, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Najee. I know what you're talking about.
I'm a huge fan of the Smurfs in Belgium because the first created in Belgium from licensees to Imp at Smurfs. That's the licensees of licensors of the property that they own. But here's the thing: Nickelodeon is making a movie that's coming out on February 14th, 2025.
The musical movie.
Yeah, that's in development hell right now because I think it's gonna be pushed back.
Later,
go
to meet you.
Go, guys. This was fun to do, and I'm glad to meet you, Najee and G Blaze, right? That's it.
Heat Blaze.
Yeah.
G Blaze.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, where you go? What's your rating?
I gave it a 9 out of 10, just like the Fallout.
Same.
Just because
I got to get dinner started. I give this an 8.5 only because it's the third act is a bit dragged out. But it's
long. Yeah. But anyway, it's a great movie. Watch this movie, guys. If you see it in your theater, in a local theater,
it's a bit of a drag.
Don't hesitate. Go to see it. No 3D. Just go see the film because support good movies so that we give Hollywood like this, not CGI cutscenes from a video game and over budgeted, over long movies like Oppenheimer. But anyway, see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, we do another one. See you guys.
Okay.
As for me, you can find me at JHeatBlaze on YouTube, JHeat75 on Twitter. I had just reached 160 subscribers, even though the algorithm
Nice.
is me right now.
So
A celebration stream is in the works, and I am collaborating, hopefully, with both of these two for the Transformers: Rise of the Beast review. So hopefully that'll
What's
be
up?
up at the end of the month.
So,
yeah. Oh, by the way, Jay, so I got 199 subscribers now.
Congratulations, man!
Thanks.
Yep.
199 subscribers. I can't.
You're almost there.
Nice.
Let's get Najee to 200.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, 200, baby.
I can't.
Yeah.
I want. Like I said, I'm so excited for I wanted to make that video. I wanted to do. I wanted to my dad a bit. Like I wanted to almost get 200. So you guys celebrate or something. Oh, by the way, I can't forget my Transformers.
Well, I need to get my reading. Yeah.
Okay.
After me, I get this movie every day. 5 bucks an A+. I love this movie. It's a great movie. This movie is fantastic. I'm super excited for part 2. Part 2 amazing. And Across Spider, Golden Gate Volume 3, and this movie are my 3 of my favorite movies this year. I love this movie, amazing, and I'm very excited for more Mission Impossible. I can't wait. Hopefully the live show at the end of June. But until then, we'll wait to the future. But anyway, we should probably wrap this up because it's probably going for 1 hour and 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna join me on my miserable display for Sky Part 1. So I kind of went all over the place because any podcast. You can follow after me at Terrence Rook on my YouTube at the Terrence Rook on YouTube. My video on Twitter. Or group right there, not group, but on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. I may make a Threads account because Twitter is going downhill because Elon Musk, that fucking asshole, is fucking everything up. So
that's a topic for a separate stream.
Yeah, that's how we know we'll be able to with all that shit. But I may make a Threads account if things go to hell. Which again, that's a backup plan. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned on that discussion on
Tevia, there's one more thing we need to do before we go. Would you like to join?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Super.
That's what you have the conversation. Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe, everybody. Flame off.
Yeah.
Flame off.
Bye.